-5 this morning. It's as hard as nails. It's as hard as iron on land. I mean, you could drive over that if it was thawed out. You'd get stuck fast in that field, but it's absolutely like concrete. So we're just taking advantage while this frosty weather's on. We're just taking a few trees down our beck. I mean, these, I don't even know what sort of trees these are really. Yeah, we aren't butchering job, we're just taking these, so it's easier when we come down here with digger. Because this stream actually comes right through our local town, and we keep it tidy. We keep it really tidy like that. So when it hits us, you know, it's got a clean flow and flows right real fast, half as deep as it used to. I mean, it used to be bunged up with willow trees and all sorts of bloody stuff. We keep on top of it. Like, it's up to the Environment Agency, but they came one year and they did some work for 5 weeks. It must have cost a fortune. Five or six people, tee-up, diggers, all sorts of shite they had, and they did nothing. In fact, that'd have took them a day to do that. And like, I've been here 5 minutes, Phil will come with muck grab it up, take it down here where we store our brash up. Vickery's local firm will come with their mulcher, chop it up, and it'll end up over there at the cloud maker. I don't know whether you can see, that's Drax power station, and they burn a lot of well, straw, willow coppice, import a lot of stuff from Canada, believe it or not. How that adds up I don't know, but yeah, it'll end up there. So it isn't getting wasted, it's just making life easy, because if you didn't do jobs like this, next minute you'd blink and you know, it'd be totally overgrown. So yeah, there's going to take some willow trees here because it knocks tractor cabs. So we're going to, while it's frosty and hard, we're going to take them out as well. So
I think he's been very brave putting that one first, but
got the main of the bloody tree fast round that stump what we've doctored before previously, and it won't have it. Oh, what he's whacking at? What the hell? Phil's going to lift up this end. Hopefully we can free it and then they'll both sort of back up with it. But that'll hit bang. I think you might have to lift it all out. There's away now. See, in bulldozing into that bank, and he's got it. Don't mind that bit of wood. Oh. Every day is different here, and I quite like it. I like jobs like this. Well, we all like jobs like this, especially on a frosty day, a nice dry day like today. Yeah, we'll just take this one off next, and that'll do. What we're making light into here because there's sand martin nests in these banks. They had a bad deal last year. They all got sort of nested, and the mink dug them all out. So that was the end of them. But they don't nest in shaded areas, you see. So this was shading them. So sort of my uncle's into bird watching. He knows all about the job. So he just asked us to take these trees out, like so. And this here, that's a hide from the wildlife author, artist Robert Fuller, famous. He's on the One Show regular. Good pal of ours, who went to school with him, like. And yeah, he not last year, year before, he put false nest boxes for kingfishers. He got some amazing footage, like. Yep. Split the bugger in half, look. The chains we're using are mega strong. In fact, the one on the tractor is really strong. The other one's one of our machinery chains, and it's had some pain on. In fact, we were once doing a job like this, and my dad had the big tractor, and he was really giving it some bastard. I thought, Christ almighty, that's tested that chain. But I saw something on the internet once what's really stuck in my head, of a fella on a tractor similar to our 8040, and it looked like it was in Brazil, and the chain snapped, came straight through back at tractor and basically took his head off, and it's really imprinted in my head. So we don't rive too much at our chains, like, you know, for safety. If you're doing it all the time, I think you'd have a cage on back at tractor. But yeah, we're making a good job, really, apart from all the bits in the bloody Becker all to handball out. So, and me in waders, can you see anything? Look, I picked the waders up off floor. We've got 2 or 3 different sets, and I picked 2 bloody 2 right-handers. So yeah, 1 inch of comfort. Right, just doing that one, and then a lot of handball, really. Quite a dangerous tree to chop is a willow, because there's bloody split and they can go anywhere, and that's a little bit vulnerable. It's either going to go or I'll have to do a bit more sawing. Keep clear. when it floods, we get mass erosion at the moment, and we're just going to have to do something about it. Look, this bit's just about to cave in. You can see what topsoil we've got. We've got horrible yellow sand underneath, and about 8 or 9 inch of half decent sort of topsoil. But the beck is just meandering through and just sort of making its own sort of path. So I mean, it's just, I don't know what to do really. We'll probably, because we've reshaped it once. It used to go around there because it was cutting into that field. In fact, it used to come round that sharp corner and bulldoze its way up and flood all that field. So we cut through here. But what I'm going to have to do, I think, is take that willow tree out and cut straight through there and let it have access straight through. You know, so it doesn't erode any more of this. Because Christ, we get some water down this bit. Well, like, we try and keep on top of its of the trees and that, because there's the town upstream is getting massive now, and we're getting all their surface water. And when there's a deluge of rain, you know, them nights where you get 1.5 inches of rain, we get massive amount of water. But this is no good, is it? All this bank was full of holes last year, with them sand martins like that. See that? It's eroded quite a lot, and that's like being a sand martin nest. But it's eroded. But they'll start again at spring, making their burrows. But as I said last year, the mink came and dug them all out, so damaged them all. But the amount of shite what comes down this beck though, you know, bloody lager cans and pop bottles. It's as though people don't give a bugger about just chucking stuff away nowadays. It's as though they ain't got a bin at home. But anyway, whew, good job. Actually, for a big tractor with no suspension, it goes really well. It's lovely to drive, it really is. It's a bit slow on the road, and I know, I mean, when you've been spoilt with tractors with suspension, you won't want to go back. But it's I don't know, it's sort of made my mind up. It has got its place here. We don't use it very often. If it does 150, 200 hours a year, unless it's a real... Oh look, there's an egret there. Can you see it? Or sun in your eyes. Egret fishing there. There it goes. That sun's bright.